What's going on, guys? Mark from Performance Auto Center, back with another upgrade on this 2020 BMW 330i. We're going to be lowering it down to the ground and getting it to handle a lot better by upgrading it with some H&R Sport lowering springs. These are the H&R Sport lowering springs that we're going to be installing today, and we're switching to these for two reasons. The first is we want to achieve a lower ride height, and we'll get that by lowering the ride height approximately 1.5 inches with these Sport lowering springs. The second benefit that these springs provide is an increased spring rate, which in turn gives your ride better handling characteristics than the factory setup.
Add it up.
So the first thing we're going to do before we get the springs actually installed on the car is we're going to take a reference measurement so we have an idea about where we're starting at. So let's take a quick look just from the base of the tire to the actual arch of the wheel well. We're just sitting shy of 27.25 inches. So we should be expecting a reading of approximately 25.5 to 26 inches after the drop sets in and after the springs have been installed and we've gone for a ride around the block. So let's start taking it apart and we'll get them on the car. So right now we're just disassembling all of the plastic covering that allows us to gain access to the strut mount. That way we can remove all the hardware, pull the strut out, disassemble it, and then install our new lowering spring. All right, so the challenge that we're running into right now is we're trying to reattach the spindle to the lower control arm. But the issue with that is you also have the pressure from the spring and the extension pressure from the shock that's pushing it apart. So we got to compress it to get the bolts through. So we're finally here back on the floor. We got the H&R lowering springs installed. And if you can't tell already with your eyes, I think you need a set of these because it's clearly lower already. But let's get a physical number because this is what matters. Size matters, measurement matters, boys. So let's take a quick look. And we are down to 26 inches even, and that is a drop of 1.25 inches. Once it settles down on the road, a couple road tests around the block, we're gonna have an even 1.5 inch drop, exactly how we planned it. And this thing just looks phenomenal. Completely changed the look of the vehicle. You could see it here. It just looks so much better, especially slapped on these TSW Neptunes. It's just magnifique. Let's get a look of the whole car. Okay guys, I'm Mark from Performance Auto Center, and we're finished modding this 2023 30i with those lowering springs from H&R Sport. This thing looks killer lowered down. If you liked it, like the video, subscribe, let us know what you'd like to see more of, because we're modding cars all the time. We'll see you next time.